Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name is Adam.
And I'm Oliver, without the glasses. What is this?
They're blue light glasses.
But you're not. But I'm not blue. Babu dee babu dum.
We are staring at blue lights.
Is that blue?
Yeah.
Oh. Nah, it doesn't matter.
Anyways. Hey guys, so we are talking about the recent movie that just came out, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. So it came out for 3 nights in theaters. It came out on Tuesday and was out Tuesday, Wednesday, and today was the last day. Thursday, we got to see it on the last day. You didn't watch the first one.
I did not. When did that come out? Do you know?
Last year.
Last year, okay.
So, yeah, it's been...
Jesus.
I
feel like it just came out.
And they just got greenlit for a third one, guys. But we'll talk about that. So, first off, I did not know the movie was coming out this soon. I had no idea when the movie was coming out. This was a surprise for me. So I'll give you guys the story in the context of how this came about. So I was out in Orlando at Volcano Bay. Also, shout out to Volcano Bay. You guys are fucking awesome. Like, it was so fucking cool. If you guys haven't had a chance to go out there, go out there. They're
awesome.
It's a
water park, right?
Yeah, water park for Universal. Anyways, I get home. I open up my phone, and literally the first thing that pops up is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 gets a 100% on the tomato meter. I'm like, the fuck? It's out? What? And also, what? So I'm like looking into this. I'm like, okay. And I click it. I'm like, holy fucking shit. Yeah, it had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for the first day. Granted, I don't know who the fuck went in. It was
probably like one person.
No, I think these are the main critics. And then like other ones came in. So like by main critic standards. Now, granted, the first movie had a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
From audience or from Rotten?
From Rotten.
Okay.
So this is a 97% increase on day one. It's now at a 48%, which is a little more understandable. But it's also 82% for critic or for audiences, where it came out at 47 for audiences. So it shifted just like it did with the first one. Like the first one didn't start out very well in the tomato meter, but it did go down when the audience score went up. So it became a cult classic. So this one's also on that realm, but with a bigger budget. And we're going to go into full spoilers about this movie, guys. I'm going to go into full spoilers about all this stuff. I don't really need to spoil the first one. The first one is pretty cut and clear, but I'll graze over what the storyline was. So to start off with the first one, the storyline was Christopher Robin had everything that you thought of with the stories that you've seen in films, television, the books mostly, because that's what they're basically going off of, are the books, not the Disney version.
Okay.
So they're going by the 1933 book by A. Milne, and it basically says after Christopher goes off to college, he left them to become feral because they had he was bringing them food and like all this other stuff, so they like needed to find food, and they became savages, and they end up eating Eeyore like in a turn of like cannibalism. And then eventually Christopher Robin returns, finds out that they've become like this, and they end up hunting down Christopher Robin because they're mad that he abandoned them. Now, that was the whole premise of it. A lot of people get killed in the onslaught from Piglet and Pooh, and that's all you saw, because you just saw like the gravestone of Eeyore, and you didn't see anyone else. And we ended that movie with Christopher Robin getting away, and he basically tells everyone like what was going on with everything. We open up with this movie, and we find out that everything that we saw in the first movie was a movie within a movie.
Right.
So that whole first movie is inside this fictional universe, kind of like Stab is with the Scream movies. And it ended up pissing Pooh off because he's like, now you told everyone, now everyone knows, and they're just going to hunt us down, so might as well just hunt them back.
It's kind of fire, though.
Yeah. So it's kind of like how the doctor in the movie was just like, they're going to see me as prey, so they'll become my prey. It's kind of what Pooh's doing with everyone else. So we go into more backstory with Christopher Robin and Pooh, and we kind of get a different dynamic, which really, I think, I liked it. I kind of liked this whole...
Did you see it coming?
Not... I did after they started, like, talking about the mutations. I'm like, oh, all right. I know where this is going, like, who Pooh is. But I was for a second there. I was like, are they not gonna do it that way? Like
Okay.
there was a second where I thought they were gonna like just skirt away
Right.
when they said like they were dead. Because okay, guys. So basically, what happens is Pooh with Piglet and Owl and Tigger are now fighting back against everyone. A lot of people believe Christopher Robin. A lot of people don't believe him. So he's seen by some people as a murderer because they think he's the one that killed everyone that night instead of a bear and a pig. So, yeah, he's trying to get a lot of people to believe him. He has a best friend that he grew up with, and she's also trying to help him out. And then he basically is telling his mom, like, all I can think about is Billy, that is his brother that was kidnapped when he was younger. And he keeps having flashes of him and dreams of him, and he needs to figure out what's going on. And meanwhile, Pooh is just fucking annihilating one after another of just like, guys, you thought the gore in the first one was bad. This
was nuts.
This one was crazy. They
I didn't
showed
see
some
the first
eye
one, but
shit.
I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
There's a lot of eye stuff.
A lot of eye stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So we get to see Owl, who is mostly the only one that's speaking. Like out of all of them, like Piglet kind of says some stuff.
He said a little bit.
Yeah.
Man, that's my only quarrel. I had trouble understanding Owl at times.
Yeah.
I think it was just very like mumbly or like the reverb
very
on
much
it was too much.
Bane.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, dude, can theaters do subtitles or
right? So we basically go into some backstory now because we're seeing that he can remember Billy being taken, and it was at a friend's birthday party when he was younger, Christopher Robin, and after his friend goes missing, so does a bunch of his other friends. And then things start to make sense. They were kidnapped by this guy that works at the hospital that Christopher works at that keeps looking at him, and he remembers his face, so he confronts him. Christopher comes in and like cursing up a storm like, I'll fucking kill you, I swear to fucking God, da-da-da. And
it's fucking dope though. That was a good scene.
Yeah. And he finds out that this guy was stealing kids or abducting kids for somebody else, this doctor that was doing genetic mutations of animal DNA with human DNA. Right. And we find out that Pooh is Billy, Christopher's brother. And the rest of this Piglet, Tigger are his childhood friends turned into monsters.
Right.
Which brings such a different dynamic to this story.
Kind of cool. And the reason why that guy was kidnapping everyone was because he was like in massive gambling debt. I think.
Massive gambling debt. Yeah.
And the doctor's like, I can clear all that shit. Just do this for me.
And then after the guy tells Christopher all this, he ends up killing himself. And then we see like also Tigger was like in a straitjacket at some point, which is crazy.
I wanted to see all
about.
Tigger. That was
the kills were pretty good, guys, and like there was just a lot of random people that got annihilated. And then at one point, we'll get into our favorite parts of this, but before this movie started, they had a little trailer opening of the producers and the director of Winnie the Pooh, and they were talking about how the evolution of everything was and the Pooh mask itself, and then they talked about all the other things that are coming out. So we've definitely heard a lot of stuff. This is the first time we got to see logos. We got to see clips.
A little bit of clips.
Guys, we got Peter Pan's Neverland's Nightmare coming out. We have Bambi the Reckoning, and we have Pinocchio Unstrung. We got to see concept art for Pinocchio. We got to see a clip from Bambi the Reckoning. We got to see concept art for Peter Pan, and we also got to see concept art for Poohniverse, and characters that they haven't even announced yet that will also be in this movie. So it's like, dude, this, and it's definitely an Avengers reference in this. This might be a really good franchise.
It's going to be interesting.
It's now called, officially, guys, the TCU, the Twisted Childhood Universe, and I am all for this. I never thought this is what that first movie was going to turn into, but holy shit, we got to watch the first one just because at this point, it's just now for just shits and giggles because we know nothing fucking matters about it. We don't care if the acting's bad, if any of
it's just fun.
Also, guys, they added in a random part into the movie where like they're watching the in-universe movie, and they added a new part into that where it's just Pooh with like lightning from some reason, kind of like Thor.
Thor.
And he's like, it's Poohin' time. I don't
Is it supposed to be like it's clobbering time?
I guess so.
I don't know.
But anyways, we're gonna get into our favorite moments and a little bit more of like predictions for the next one. But before that, here's a word from our sponsor. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. With BetterHelp, you could tap into a network of 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who, can help you with a wide range of issues. And like when you start out, you answer a few questions, and any preferences you have for therapy, whether it be for a certain thing you want to try to get over, whether it be maybe too sporadic, anxiety, paranoia, whatever it is that you guys are going through, you can find the right therapist for you by just answering a couple of simple questions. And you can also talk to the therapist that fits mostly for you. If you find out you're not a fit with this therapist, or it's someone that you don't really want to talk to, or just maybe doesn't get you, you're able to change any time, any place, completely for free, which is, I think, in my case, a really cool thing. As well as you can get via text with your therapist, you can do video call, you can do just phone call. So like, it's whatever you really feel, and you could change it up every single week. If you want to like tell your therapist, hey, I don't think I have time to take a video call, can I just take a phone call on the drive back from work? Like, you can just talk to your therapist whenever you need to unwind and make those schedules for yourself. So it's really cool.
Exactly what Adam said. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't right fit for any reason, you can switch it to a new therapist that is a more accustomed to your liking for no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you can get the same professionalism and quality you expect in an in-office therapy session, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you. More scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. Get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker. Again, that's 10% off betterhelp.com/nerdlocker, and we will have the link down below in the description.
Remember, guys, mental health is just as important as your physical health. Keep yourselves in check. This episode is sponsored by 7th Ink. Just so you guys know, we have these cool horror t-shirts, and what's nice... He's a seahorse. Mine is the Nevermore shirt. So there's a local artist here in the Florida area that we are good friends with, Matt. He has a company, 7th Ink, that he designs all of these, as well as he has other designs on there that are from his daughter, who goes to her college fund and stuff. Yeah, all those different like little cute ones. That's his daughter. God. Yeah, so she also helps out with that. He has a very massive collection of original art on different button-ups, t-shirts, hoodies. He has pins, coasters, patches, right. So many cool things. He also has a Patreon that you guys can subscribe to, or a club that is linked through Patreon that you guys can get exclusive things like this. Nevermore shirt is exclusive to Patreon, even says on the tag. And you guys can get limited edition colors of certain things. So if you guys know about Pokemon, there's a thing of like shiny variants. So you kind of get shiny variants of these, different t-shirts. So this one is an exclusive, but sometimes he has red to green for like certain Christmas ones, and Halloween ones have different inverse of colors. So you can find all of that on his website at 7think.com. And if you guys use our code ANGEL, ANGEL, at checkout, anytime you check out, you will get 10% off. That's 10% off every single time you check out. That's not a one-time code. That's an anytime code.
I thought we were just helping the guy out.
No, you guys can get 10% off anytime you see a new thing. It doesn't go for the subscription services, but it does go for any of your orders. Okay. So if you see that new shirt and you want to use our code, you type that in, you're going to get 10% off that new shirt that you've been wanting. So link down below, check him out. He's got some amazing stuff. New things are coming out, I know, for summer. Mm-hmm. So you guys can get some more summer stuff. He has tank tops and bathing suits, so look out for new designs.
Keep in mind, Matt's a local artist, so like we try and our best to support local artists. So please check him out if you haven't done so already. We'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matt. Poohing time. What are you poohing?
Pooh. And we're back. So, guys, okay, I just want to... What was your favorite part?
There's one specific scene.
I hope it's the same scene that
I don't think it's going to be.
Okay.
Because I laughed really hard about it. Dude, when the cop was like, dude, fuck this, let's bounce. As you hear in the darkness, that's my line. Digger goes fucking
Okay. That's not okay. That's definitely not mine.
I know it's not,
Okay.
but that was so good.
Do you know what mine is?
Was it that cringy? Oh, the really cringy neck. No, the eye. One of the kills.
It was a kill.
Oh god.
Do you know which one is my favorite kill?
Oh god, I can't remember.
The one where he just that guy just got knocked. Like,
Wait, which guy?
remember? Or no, the girl like picked her up and just like fucking. Like, guys.
She got bodied. Oh my god.
Guys, he was like mowing through these people, but he just picked up a girl. Like, everyone else is like hurt, like something's broken or they're hurt. This perfectly healthy woman gets up, he grabs her by the neck and just punches her, domes her. Like, no hesitation, like, honestly, the editing, everything about the practical of it all, dude, it was the funny, cause you know so he definitely sped it up in post.
Fuck, dude,
but like it was just like bop, and like you just saw her skull
it was just
implode, just.
It was just pulp.
My second favorite, and I think this is both our second favorite, guys. So again, spoilers. They have this big battle. Christopher's trying to get away from Pooh, and then Pooh has the flaming fucking chainsaw. Oh,
that was nuts.
And he goes by his grave that he popped out of, because apparently the doctor, I didn't go over this, but the doctor, after he made these mutations, tried to kill them all and buried them, but then they rose up out of their graves, and that's when Christopher met
Kid
them.
Pooh, freaky looking.
Yeah,
big
ass head. You know what's funny, guys? I used that screenshot in the thumbnail for our original Winnie the Pooh trailer reaction in it. And I had no clue that was supposed to be young Pooh. I thought that was this normal Pooh.
It looked so.
But seeing it on a small
weird.
body,
thinking about it, it's so fucking weird looking.
So weird.
I want to punt the shit out of that guy. God.
I hope that there's one little kid in your neighborhood that decides to dress as that.
I will. Dude, kid's dead. I don't care what you say. Kid's dead.
Anyways, so as he sees the grave, and then he drops the chainsaw, and then in comes Christopher Robin's girlfriend to try to like save Christopher Robin because he's about to kill him, and then basically he's about to like throw the girl onto the chainsaw.
Yeah.
And then Christopher calls out Billy,
and he stops. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he stops, and then he grabs the axe and just.
Go ahead.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be Christopher Robin. He's gonna be Pooh.
Why am I Pooh?
Because you're gonna
describing the scene.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm Christopher Robin. I have an axe, and I just say Billy.
Oh bother.
Quote unquote. Then gets him in the head.
I get fucking whacked, dude. It was great.
Yo, he got fucking domed as well.
It was also weird because like, if you look at the head, it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was almost like there was no brain in there because they say his brain's like super small.
Yeah.
So it was just like hollow almost. Like it's like crack opening one of those fucking Easter egg things.
Yeah.
You know?
It was gnarly. It was very graphic, very practical. I really like that about this film. So like, I'm not giving it a 100%, but I would give. If I'm going to base it, like, okay, I'm going to base it on these things, and you can base it on yours, however you want. But for me, I'm basing it on the fact that this is going to start a new cinematic universe that I'm actually really excited for. So I will give this movie, if it's the proper start to this all, a 7.
7?
Yeah.
What do you think mine is going to be?
Would you base it off of that, or just base it off of just, like, what it is as a
Based
movie?
off of how well you know me.
I'm going to say you can give it a 6.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give it a 9.
Are you serious?
I am. So, the practical effects are amazing.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. There's not a lot of CGI going on.
There are points.
There are points, but it's not like where they want you to like feel the gushy
Yeah.
they sell that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like that. It made it feel like I was watching an old slasher film from like the 80s, but the acting is also really there for me.
Yeah, Christopher Robin did a great job.
Super good job. Scott Chamberlain, I think is his name. And I apologize if that's wrong, Scott. Just don't quote me on that. And the acting really sells it compared to like previous like 80s movies where like you get the practical effects, but the acting isn't great.
Yeah.
So it's a good combination of like this is like a modern 80s movie. I was like, sick. And then you throw in Winnie the fucking Pooh in there.
Yeah.
And
then it's Pooh time.
It was such a fun movie that I was like, dude, God, it was great. I was really afraid to go pee in the middle of that movie, actually. Yeah. I did. But it was really, it was really fast pee.
Also, guys, at one point, Piglet gets their fucking head cleaned off.
They get fucking blown. Not even... Wait, can we go back? They get wrecked. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that sounds better. It was insane. I wasn't expecting it.
I love how you're trying.
Dude, Piglet gets blown in the middle of the movie. No. It was so unexpected because I didn't watch the first one, so I didn't see a lot of Piglet. I thought we were going to be like, oh, cool, Piglet's going to do some shit. Wrecked, dude. It was fucking awesome. It was so cool. And I don't know if you heard me, but you you looked somewhere else, and I'm like right next to you. You didn't react at all.
Completely missed it.
Oh my god! How much time we have?
We can talk for like a minute more.
Okay. Let's talk about our experiences.
Oh, guys! So I picked him up. We get there at around
6:30. Yeah. We had 30 minutes to spare.
Yeah, we got about 30 minutes to spare.
So we stopped by, where was it? Publix, right?
Yeah, we stopped at Publix to see if they had any food. They didn't. We got an energy drink. Then we came over to the theater and we stopped.
Where did we stop?
No, we just went to the theater.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. We stopped at the theater.
Oh, yeah.
We went straight in because I didn't want to get lost, and that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, for some reason, this is like an exclusive viewing, and it's like all the way in the back corner, like it's a fucking speakeasy.
Yeah.
And so we find our seats, and I'm like, getting a movie theater hot dog. You guys know I got to do it.
Yep.
Movie theater hot dog.
So he asked me if I want anything, so I'm like, yeah, get me some of those chicken nuggets if you can.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Chicken nugs and fucking hot dog.
As soon as he leaves and walks down the stairs, it goes, and it looks like the movie's about to start.
As soon as I leave.
Yeah. So he's like running off, and then I see it, and then there's a timer. Oh, wait, before the timer goes out, I text him. I'm like, actually, I'll just take a hot dog too, because then it'll be quicker instead of waiting for the nuggets. And then timer pops up. I'm like, oh, wait, you have 9 minutes till it starts. So there's a countdown. Then he's like, Jesus. And I said, ask how long it is for the bugs. He said, fucking pick something. I said, nugs, to correct myself.
Are we allowed to say this?
No, I'm going to
say I misspell nugs.
Yeah. So 2 minutes later, I get something incoming. I mean something. Fuck nugs.
My phone's racist. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that was
a whole
hilarious.
bunch, dude. And I'm at this counter like fuck, yelling at my phone. Everyone's staring at me.
I love how your phone thought that was what you wanted to send.
Like I ordered that.
Yeah.
Wow, I just realized how that sounded. I don't know if this episode should be. So if you're not subscribed to the Patreon.
Yeah. Anyways, on that.
Essentially that was it. Oh, and the credits. Oh,
that's right. So at the end credits, we finally see Pooh on his throne with his head blown to pieces, and Owl retrieved Tigger, Pooh, and Headless Piglet to show that they are, like they said earlier in the movie, they're indestructible, so they're getting revived and coming back.
They get revved by honey, apparently.
Yeah.
And Owl's going to fucking jizz on him or something.
Yep. And so we do have confirmation the third one's coming, and we do know we will see Rabbit and Roo.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. What's Roo's ma's name?
Kanga.
Jeez.
Get it? Kangaroo.
Oh, whoa. I never knew that.
Yeah.
What's another character? Oh, Ear's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. That's exciting.
All right. Well, other than that, where can they find you?
One last thing.
Oh.
We are walking down the stairs, and I'm looking at these credits scroll by, and it says Raver, 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 listed by the actors. I'm like, why are there so many? What the fuck's a Raver? And Adam's like, dude, that's Raver from the club scene, you fucking idiot. I'm like, oh! Dude, I don't know why I thought, what's a Raver?
I don't know.
Oh, dude. I've never been so stressed for a movie.
You know what's funny? There was people behind us, and I heard them go,
Really?
yeah.
Good for them.
All right. Now, where can they find
You
you?
can find me at the Sewer 21 on any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Kahn, VA.
And you can find me at AMR Photography. You can find the studio at Archangel Studios Official. And you can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we will be reviewing Invincible, a new upcoming episode.
That's my line.
You didn't do it. You sound like Owl.